Hello everyone, I'm Shannon Slatton. Every day our news team is out in your community bringing you stories from the place where you call home. Here's a look at today's stories. And remember, you can always find more on our website, ccxmedia.org.
Hi, I'm Sonia Goins, and I'm at the Autumn Ridge Apartments in Brooklyn Park, where a fire broke out Monday around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, if you look over here, you can still see there's damage to the second and third floors. It took at least 5 different agencies to help douse the flames.
Everybody come out, everybody need to come out. It's a fire in the building, so when I came out, and then there was a huge fire very close to me.
Bindu Sese lives next door to where the fire started. She's glad a Brooklyn Park police officer spotted the fire and alerted residents.
There was a police officer that was on another incident, and he actually noticed it and initiated a fire response right away.
Multiple agencies responded to the 3-alarm fire. When crews got on the scene, they could see flames on the second and third floor balcony, which quickly spread inside the units.
We had several resources there, from our aerial trucks to also our rehab units.
Fire crews not only had to fight the fire, but extreme heat too. They rotated crews in and out of the heat. One firefighter was treated for heat-related issues.
With the high heat and humidity that day, it just made it that much more difficult and unsafe. So we just want to make sure we had enough people that we could keep all of our personnel safe.
No residents were hurt in the fire. Meanwhile, fire investigators are trying to determine what started it. Several families are displaced. The Red Cross is helping them out. For more information on this story, check out our social media pages or log on to ccxmedia.org. In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
Police officers across the country have been impacted by George Floyd's death. The tragedy has police departments reviewing their policies and procedures. Golden Valley Police Chief Jason Sturgis says that his department already has trainings and programs in place to hopefully prevent these types of events.
For our initial hiring process, everybody spends, it's a complete day with a psychologist, taking a bunch of tests, having some one-on-one time with them. We get a pretty extensive report back from a psychologist whether or not someone is fit or unfit for law enforcement.
Sturgis says his department does several community outreach efforts throughout the year to help strengthen community and law enforcement relationships. This year, the department implemented an officer wellness program, which includes a one-on-one check-in with a mental health professional. He also says soon they'll be rolling out a new web-based dashboard that will provide transparency of police activity in the community.
We've been putting together a dashboard, an online dashboard, as some other agencies have, where it would just we put out a fair amount of data already on our webpage, but this would sort of bring it together in a more user-friendly format, let's put it that way, and as well as include some data on traffic stops, where we do them, how we do them, start to put out some race data on how who stopped, and those types of things.
Sturgis adds that the Golden Valley Police Department embraces diversity and supports the right to assemble and peacefully protest. Reporting in Golden Valley, Pafua Yang, CCX News.
I've never seen kids so excited to come to swim lessons than I have this last week.
Lifetime Swim in Maple Grove has been open for over a week now. Kids from 4 months to 19 years old are discovering it's cool to be back in the pool.
I think members are just really happy to come back and have some sense of normalcy in their lives. You walk in and there's someone greeting you at the front desk, with a smile, underneath the mask, of course.
In the pre-pandemic days, Lifetime Swim had approximately 1,400 members. That number has now shrunk to 750. According to Minnesota COVID-19 guidelines, indoor pools have to operate at less than 50% capacity for classes and lessons.
We do have a hospital-grade disinfectant that we're using every hour on high-touch surfaces, and then we're also completely spraying it on the entire facility once in the middle of the day and then once again at the end of the day before we close.
This swimming venue opened in January of 2019 and is the first one that Lifetime has opened across the USA.
Additionally, we do have self-cleaning stations.
The focus on cleanliness and hygiene is apparent, especially in the COVID-19 era.
We've put a lot of time and energy the last 3 months to ensure that we have a really safe plan in place for kids, for parents, for our entire staff.
Spacing and physical distancing are also a priority.
People are embracing the 6 feet of distance. We are trying to obviously social distance out of the water.
There could be more good news on the local swimming scene. The Lifetime Fitness outdoor pool, which is located less than a mile from this facility, could be opening in a few weeks. In Maple Grove, I'm Eric Nelson, CCX News.
Many businesses have suffered a 1-2 punch.
It's definitely been a challenge since the pandemic here. As you can see, we haven't been able to let people in the store. We're a little bit more on our feet here, out servicing cars as they pull up. This didn't make it any easier. We had to board up with some of the threats around here. Luckily, we've been able to take that off here in the last couple days. But people still come out to support us. We're a community business. The community really comes out and I think unites around donuts, and just to see some smiling faces on the weekends, whether they've been cooped up with kids, teaching them at home. You see people here every weekend and every day coming up just to get some donuts, and it's a good business to be in right now.
In Golden Valley, Neil Persley, CCX News.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.